Hey everyone, just waiting on a few more people to join. You guys are more than welcome to turn your cameras on or unmute yourselves. We'll get started here around 10 or so. But again, just waiting on a few more people to join. This is a fully immersive meeting with, MaxWeb and all their affiliates. So just going to do a lot of questions you guys may have. Help you guys out with the back office, anything you guys may need. So we'll get started here soon. While we're waiting on a few more people, how's everyone doing today? Again, for those of you that are new that just joined, definitely encourage everyone to turn on their cameras, unmute yourselves. This is just fully immersive Q&A with us. We'll have a few more team members of MaxWeb in here as well. We encourage you to, like I said, get on camera, hang out with us, ask questions. If you have any questions about your back office or how to get paid, anything you might have been having issues with, again, we're going to cover all that, answer all your questions. So yeah, it's just a meeting for everyone. Yeah, it'll be a fun time. Just hang out. Hi, Andra, how are you? And it's just now 10, so we'll get started in about a couple more minutes. Wait on a couple more people. If anyone has any questions to ask or anything right now, feel free to unmute yourselves and go ahead and ask. Again, like I said, this is a fully immersive meeting. It's not so much a webinar like we usually do, where I run through how to use dashboard and stuff like that. But if you have questions about your back office or your dashboard, go ahead and ask. Again, you're more than welcome to unmute you guys yourselves, ask a few questions, whatever you may need. While we're waiting on a few more people, does anyone have any questions or concerns regarding MaxWeb? How to find best converting offers? That is a great question. I can show you that right now. I'll be sharing my screen here and there just to show you guys whatever you guys may need. So how to find the best new campaigns. We do send out emails if you're signed up with us, so definitely be aware of those. We send those out pretty periodically, pretty weekly. We have newsletters that we send out, and we're always adding our new top campaigns. But in order to, in case you miss those or they accidentally go in your junk, let me share my screen with you really quickly. So you can go in right here to our campaign page, just maxweb.com/campaigns. You can see a few of our top campaigns here. Again, ProBioLite is one of our top campaigns. You can see the conversion rate is 3.3%, and EPC is $2.97. Blood pressure 911, that's another really top campaign for pretty much anything, whether it's Google AdWords or email or native. Blood pressure 911 is really solid. Again, you can see the conversion rate right here and the earnings per click right here. And for blood pressure 911, 3.27%, which is really high. And also a $2.94 EP. And again, this is just on our campaign page. So you can always come here, browse our campaigns, and we usually have the top campaigns for all categories right here listed. So ProBioLite, blood pressure 911, sugar balance, nerve control, Metacore, Salincil. Salincil is actually our top native campaign currently. So that's definitely something to be aware of as well. But yeah, stop sharing my screen. Yeah, any other questions you guys may have? I saw someone raise their hand recently. You don't have to raise your hand. Again, you can just unmute yourself, which you can do, and you can go ahead and ask. Yeah, so the mute button is literally at the corner of your screen. You can just unmute yourself. Or, here, let me find you, Mazen, ask you to unmute. Yeah, it says you're not muted. You should be able to, can you guys hear me?
Can't hear you before. Hi, guys.
Okay. Hi. You guys could hear the explanation of me explaining the campaigns, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it says you're unmuted, so you can guys go ahead and ask questions. You can't hear anything. Maybe your computer's muted? Mazen? Sorry if I butchered your name, I apologize. Or you can type your question and I'd be happy to answer it for you there. We just encourage everyone to hang out with us, turn your cameras on so we can see all your lovely faces. This is Anna. Obviously everyone knows who Anna is. There's Cam. Hi Cam, how are you? Hi Mark, I see you. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and unmute and ask. Again, yeah. Or Geraldo, I see you as well. How are you? Yeah, any questions you guys have regarding anything at all regarding MaxWeb, go ahead and either you can type them or you can ask them. But again, we just wanted everyone to look at our faces, get to know us a bit more personally, make it a bit more intimate than normal. So that's why we decided to have this. It's like a little mini holiday party without holidays. It's a little early, but yeah.
No, where is everyone's eggnog or drinks?
I know, you're looking very festive.
Always. I have to get more lights in here before Christmas.
I didn't dress up in Christmas attire. I should have. Geraldo, since I see you, you can unmute yourself. Do you have any questions? I just asked to unmute you.
No, none at all. Just listening and enjoying right now.
Okay, perfect. If you think of anything, definitely let me know. I'm happy to answer everything.
Absolutely,
thanks for joining us.
You got it. Thank you.
No problem. How about you, Mark? Any questions for you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. 1 second. Sam needs the webinar link.
I got it. Not a word. Give me a second. I'll send it on Skype.
Okay, perfect. Tell me some best converting traffic sources. Best converting traffic sources. So a lot of our campaigns are VSLs, like ProBioLite, blood pressure 911, sugar balance. those typically do best. I will say we do tailor a lot of our campaigns to the native traffic sources, which is Outbrain, Taboola, Rev Content, MGID, any of those native networks. Those are what we see the highest converting profit margins in and highest converting, like just conversions period. But I would say second to that would be, I'm seeing a lot of rise in Google AdWords is doing pretty well lately. But again, that only varies on some campaigns. You can do that with blood pressure 911 or sugar balance. So Google AdWords is definitely good, but it's also really competitive as well. So that can be kind of expensive versus, getting really good at native. Obviously, Facebook, we do have some e-com campaigns, like our hair removal campaign that does amazing on Facebook. So Facebook is definitely really high. Email always crushes if you have a high email list. Not everyone always has an email list of like 200,000, consumers that are actually active and that are being utilized all the time. Anna, do you have any other things to add to that, or?
Well, we always say this, and it's really relevant. It's very important for you guys to let us know what source you're using, because we, it's no secret, we create a lot of the offers specifically for native. That's why you see a lot of VSLs. And when I say native, really I'm including social media as well. A lot of our partners do GDN, content ad, Outbrain, Gemini. So usually our offers always convert really well on native and social media, of course on search as well, especially GDN. However, the last couple of months, we got a lot of product owners that tried the offers on their own lists on email, and that works very well as well. But if you specifically, you reach out to your account manager and you're really focused on getting an offer to convert on Outbrain, we are going to know specifically right now we have A, B, and C live on Outbrain, so we can help you make money from the first month, because that's the goal, right? Down the line, when you make profits across different campaigns is different. But if you're just getting started and you want to make sure you have the cash flow, let us know specifically your traffic source and we will let you know. Make sure you run sugar balance, for example, because that one is doing well on search and email. If your traffic source is content ad, we'll let you run Seal and Seal because we know that's live and doing well. So really, we say this all the time, make sure your account manager is your best friend. Let us know specifically where you're running the ads, because we will know what's the offer that's doing best on that specific channel.
Sounds great.
I completely agree with Anna. Like a lot of people, like she said, will come and say, hey, what are your top converting offers? And, with most networks, they'll just send you their top 3 converting offers, but that's not going to help you as an affiliate if you're running SEO and their top 3 converting offers are all being ran on email. So that's something we definitely, like she mentioned, we try to differentiate and tailor whatever traffic source you're running to the best offer for that traffic source. Not every offer is going to convert high on every single traffic source, which a lot of not newbie affiliates, a lot of even seasoned affiliates don't really realize all the time, So instead of asking, hey, what are your top campaigns? Say, hey, I'm running SEO or I'm running native and I'm running Outbrain. What are your top campaigns specifically for Outbrain on native? That way we can tailor, so that way it's like, it's a sure shot for you, not a sure shot, but a better chance of you guys getting conversions and getting sales. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Hi, Daisy, how are you? I see Daisy. Hi, Nancy. Any other questions from anyone? Hey, Caroline.
Hello.
How are you? How are you doing today?
Good. How about you? Hello, everybody.
Pretty good. Doing good. Do you have any questions for us today or anything like that?
No, I've been listening in, but I'll let you know if I do have some. Nice to see you again. Hello, Anna. You look gorgeous as usual.
It's the makeup. I don't usually.
She looks like that all the time, with and without makeup. I can't even tell anymore.
Right.
Well, I did want to share with you guys because I noticed we got a lot. A big part of my job, I always ask people what's doing best for them. So one of the things that I've noticed a small shift lately, people are trying SMS campaigns. And you guys know with SMS, we need to be super careful, but really we need to be careful with any traffic source because on email, you can get spam or you can be non-compliant if you're not careful. And it's really the same with SMS. However, because we noticed a lot of the affiliate partners asking specifically for SMS campaigns, we got a few that are converting well, specifically the Fit Edge Labs ones where we are the AOR on. Blood pressure 911, keto 911, those are doing very well on SMS. So I made a mental note to let you guys know in case you're, wanting to try different sources. SMS, as long as you're compliant and you are, you're not sending 100 emails to the same person every day or same as email, right? You just want to be careful with how the customer perceives your message. However, it's profitable and it's really not very expensive to get that going. So a bit on inside there because I did notice that question a lot lately.
Yeah, SMS is definitely making a huge turnout lately. But again, like she said, you do have to be really, I would say probably a bit more careful with SMS just because it's more invasive a little bit, wouldn't you say, Anna? So like it has to be opt-in. Absolutely. It can't just be, I'd avoid buying, numbers just off of someone you meet online because you don't know where they got their traffic from. But it's definitely a leading traffic source. And is there a simple guide out there for how to stay compliant for SMS? There are plenty of guides out there. I don't know if it's, I would say simple, but I do know a few and I'd be happy to share those with you. I'm gonna throw my Skype in here in the chat just for everyone to have, just so I can send you some links, some how-to-dos, things like that. I research this stuff all the time. So David said, hi, for native traffic, which offers work best on individual native networks, Outbrain versus Rev content, etc. Like, is a supplement offer better on one platform versus another? Lastly, what's the average conversion rates to expect when starting out on native? 1 to 2%? I'm new to native and I'm expecting to spend $300 minimum to test. Is that realistic?
That's, if you don't mind, Farah, I would love to take that because native is my favorite.
Exactly.
We started,
Go ahead. Take it away.
Thank you. So when we started, scaling the last couple of years, we did so with a lot of native traffic. So it's not my passion, but I like to learn as much as I can because with native, you guys are going to be spending your own money. And a big thing of why we are so proud of the network, we really want to make sure you're successful. So $300, might not mean a lot to some of super affiliates, but when you're getting started, it does mean something, right? I remember initial campaigns where, maybe we had $100 to spend, and that was very important to us, right? So choosing the right offer and the right native network, it is important. So $300 is realistic with the correct offer. So specifically for ref content, if you are already in touch with someone there, great. If not, please let us know. We have a very good representative at ref content. We would be more than happy to share the Skype. Same with Outbrain. We have a very good relationship with them, so we can share the Skype, and all you have to do is send them a note and say, hey guys, I'm working with MaxWeb. I want to run some of the campaigns. Can you please help me? And I will share those Skypes. Since you guys took the time to be live with us today, I will actually share the Skype of our ref content and Outbrain representative, so you guys can reach out to them anytime. But to specifically address the question, because I know that's important. On ref content, we have numerous campaigns live right now, but for the $300 spend, you want to be safe. So I recommend starting with sugar balance because it's converting very well. Diabetes for native in general is really good. We optimize that offer a lot, so it's going to be a safe bet. For Outbrain, we have Still and Still Live. So if you don't mind, if you can share the URLs for Sugar Balance and Still and Still in the chat, that would be wonderful.
Yep, on it.
Great. For Outbrain, we also have Melitox live for about 3 weeks now, and the conversion rate is close to 2% already, which if you're running any native, you know that's a very good conversion rate. Also, if you want something strong, VisiClear is doing very well on both Rep Content and Outbrain. And also, one of my favorite lately is BioSooth. That's a nerve pain supplement that is live on Outbrain and Ref Content and the other native networks too. So yeah, $300 is realistic. Pick one of those campaigns. If you don't have a representative there, I will share the Skype because that's really helpful. I mean, same as you want to have a good relationship with us, any network that you work with, chat with the representative. They usually want you to make money because if you're going to be successful with the $300 spend, it's going to be great because you're going to have $600 to invest next month and so forth.
My name is Danny Booty, and I am a CSA at Hunter College.
I got part of that. I'm so sorry. I put my volume up. Can you repeat the last part for us? And thank you.
Work due to COVID-19 and had to see a specialist due to complications from the virus. The specialist out from active duty. Hold on.
Is that a question? Is it someone talking or are they asking a question?
I'm not sure, but we'll come back. If I'm hearing something in the background, but if you guys want to address that again, we will be more than happy to reply.
Yeah, no problem.
Great.
Go ahead. Hi, how are you?
So we have that for David answered. Wonderful.
Someone just talked or answered. Who is that who just spoke? And did you have a question?
Okay, hold on. I was due to come back. I was okay.
Oh, I think that's just someone on the phone.
Return to duty.
I'm not sure who that is though.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna address Tim's question because that's a very good one. So
Okay.
I have a good funnel for diabetes freedom and got me sales on ClickBank, but doesn't seem to convert when I want to scale. I am set up for Sugar Balance on MaxWeb. How much budget do I need? That's really up to you and where you want to run the offer, right? Diabetes freedom used to do well. It's not top anymore. Sugar Balance is great. Also, we have a new diabetes offer that is doing very, very well. It's the Blaster one. So I'm gonna get the link and show that to you because if that's your specific niche, it's gonna be a really good one for you. Someone is outside.
Another question we had from Shah. He was asking, he's trying to run Sugar Balance on MGID and they're asking for an FDA certificate. What is the solution for this?
On MGID?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna give you Ella's Skype. She's our representative, and usually for our offers, you really don't need that. But if they need specifics, we usually have the references on the bottom. So I'm gonna share the Skype for our MGID contact with you because that's gonna be the easiest to get them what they need. What they do with new affiliates, if you're just getting started with them, they might give you a bit of a hard time and usually ask for stuff like certificates and whatnot because they wanna make sure you're serious. So normally, and it sounds silly, but normally if you prove that you have a good relationship with us, you already work with MaxWeb, a lot of the questions are not going to be, I don't want to say relevant, but you get it. So I shared the blood sugar blaster with you guys. So Fran, that's a really, really good offer. We are now testing against Sugar Balance, and it actually won on a couple of native networks like Gemini and Content Ad. And because the average order value is really good, we afford a good CPA from the start. So if you're starting with that tomorrow, the CPA is going to be $90, which, you know, for a supplement, it's very healthy. And we are always going to try to do that for you. If you start an offer, you don't even have to ask us. Usually if we see a good average order value from you, we will reach out and give you a bump and say, you know what, your traffic is great. Instead of $90, you're going to get $95, because if we afford, you know, we make a lot of money on the payment processing, on the fulfillment side. That's why on MaxWeb, sometimes we get the question, how come you afford such a high CPA in comparison to how much I get on ClickBank? And the reply, it's no huge secret. We make money from payment processing or customer service or fulfillment. So it's easy for us to give the affiliates as much as possible, especially on the front end, more than how much the product price is 100% of the time. So yeah, that's a good one.
I have a great question for you, Anna. Right after Mazen, he asked, how are offers running on TikTok? So TikTok's definitely a new part of the social niche. I honestly haven't read too much on it yet. I need to. A lot of affiliates that I know are just getting into Instagram, which promoting on there is blowing up a lot compared to Facebook. As you know, most people are more so on their phone on Instagram than Facebook mostly. So I know a lot of affiliates that are doing well on Instagram. Another one is Snapchat. That one's a bit more tough. And a lot of people kind of prefer Instagram over Snapchat. I mean, at least in the US, I'm not sure how it is overseas or anything like that. As far as TikTok, that's definitely a big one. I need to personally do some more research on that. I don't even have a TikTok, so I don't really know how they're promoting on there, what that system looks like. But I do need to research that. I'd imagine it's probably doing pretty good. And yes, we would accept that. That's just a traffic source of social. So whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of those pretty much line up under social. So yes, you would be allowed to promote that as long as the campaign would allow it. We do have campaigns that you can promote on social. Like I mentioned, right now we have our Bella Bella IPL hair removal. That's doing really well on Facebook and social right now as well. And it's an e-com product, it's not a supplement. Promoting supplements is a bit more tough on, let's say, like Facebook and things like that. Facebook is really bunker down promoting supplements and things like that. So I go with more e-com type campaigns or digital campaigns when promoting on social, personally, unless you know how to cloak. But again, that comes with a lot of experience, and you can lose your accounts. Even some of the most experienced people are always losing their accounts. Second. Thanks, Ron. It's super addictive to get on the platform. The minimum spend on TikTok, though, was $5,000 to open up an account. Wow. See, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot just to promote. But I mean, they can do that because they are one of the leading social, conglomerates right now. So that makes a lot of sense. And
I want to add with TikTok, while the $5,000 spend is a lot, it will actually take you a long way. You actually 5K, you have to have that to run TikTok. However, the ad spend is very much cheaper in comparison to Outbrain or Taboola or Content Ad. And usually you have to keep in mind with TikTok, it's going to be a younger audience. So any offer that usually 20-year-old or even younger consumers will purchase, it's a good fit. So the IPL, the hair removal, that one, for example, it's an easy one for TikTok. And the ad spend is actually very cheap. Same with Snapchat.
Makes sense. What I wanted to ask you, Anna, and just something to all of our affiliates. Let's say I wanted to promote Keto 911, and I see that our payout for Keto 911 is $90 CPA. Well, I can get a keto offer on, let's say, any other network for 115 to 125 CPA. Why are you guys why are you charging $90 for that?
I love it. I love this question. Thank you, because we got this quite a bit lately. And it's really simple. Like with MaxWeb, we don't shave any sales. We have a great relationship with a lot of networks. So many times we encourage you to work with other networks that don't have the type of offers we have. However, it's very well known in the industry that many networks will shave on sales. And what does it mean? You know, it's very, we create offers. We handle the creation, the fulfillment, the payment processing. So we know many times it's close to impossible for a CPA to be over $100. When you hear $120 for a supplement, chances are they'll give you one sale and they'll keep one for themselves. We had it happen to us a couple of years ago when we were trying an offer on another network. I honestly, I'm hoping not a lot of them do that, but technically it's close to impossible for you to have a good conversion rate, a good EPC, and get $120, right? And honestly, you as an affiliate, you need to have a prosperity mindset, and you need to think in terms of what's going to make you a lot of money. Because if you make one sale at $120 this week, you know, maybe it's okay. But if the conversion rate and the EPC is beautiful at $90 and you make 17 sales, it should be a no-brainer, right? So always look for the EPCs, the earnings per click, look at the conversion rate, and that should be more important to us than, you know, plus our keto offer is a VSL. It's a video sales letter, which means, you know, we had to hire people to run that, and it's converting better. So if you have 100 customers on the page, 2 of them are going to purchase. But if you send to a checkout page, the way keto offers are on other networks, maybe you'll get 1 out of 300 visitors to purchase. So, you know, besides the shaving is the EPC that we look at. And that's why we always give the best CPA payouts when possible. Because if you make money, you're going to continue running with us, and we play the long game, right? We've been in the industry for over 15 years. We always play the long game. We want to make sure that the affiliates that work with us are going to make money more and more and are going to be profitable. We could, you know, lure you in with $150 CPAs. You'll send traffic for 2 weeks, and that's it. And it really wouldn't make sense for the long game.
Thank you. Yes, I definitely get that question all the time. Shaw asked, if I want to run any offer on Facebook, can I get previous buyer email ID to make lookalike audience? Absolutely. That is a no-brainer on our end. Even for, I mean, we pretty much keep a lookalike audience just for all of our campaigns. Even campaigns that don't do the best on Facebook, which we'll let you know and be honest and forthcoming with you. We keep a lookalike audience for those too. Just in case you are a master cloaker and you've been running Facebook for a decade and you know the ins and outs of it. Yes, we definitely can get you a lookalike data. That's not a problem at all.
Hey, I'd like to ask a question, Ron.
Absolutely, Kearney.
How do you guys feel about long VSLs versus shorter converting VSLs? A lot of people complain when they have to watch something that's 45 minutes. So what would be one of the better converting shorter VSLs that you have out right now?
I'll let Anna take the shorter VSL question. As far as longer VSLs, what I've noticed, especially coming from a place that used to build, you know, VSL campaigns nonstop, which we do here as well. But I've noticed, especially with an older demographic, and the older demographic is honestly what buys more, the older consumers. They want to be well informed. So if you give them a 10-minute video, they don't know enough information to actually sell them and they want to go look for more info, or they just get tired of looking for more info because they didn't get enough. With 45 minutes, they feel they're completely immersed in the video. They're learning a lot. They feel like they're getting the ins and outs of the product completely and what it does. So I've noticed personally that longer VSLs do convert higher. I know we don't want to watch that as affiliates or as affiliate managers. We don't want to sit there and watch the entire 45-minute video, but even the selling points. So let's say you're watching a video and it's 45 minutes long, and then I try to sell you the product after just 5 or 10 minutes. That kind of makes you feel pressured. So after 20, 25, 30 minutes, they kind of feel like they have a lot more info. They feel well informed, and they're more inclined to actually kind of purchase and buy the product after they've been well informed versus just trying to sell you right off the bat. As far as shorter VSLs, Anna, do you know shorter VSLs that we may have versus the longer ones?
It's a really, really, really good question, because in the space a couple of years ago we were running different stuff, right? We were running offers that were going to the checkout page. We were running e-com offers that looked very different. So many times it sounds, you'll get a few people complaining on the video sales letter being so long. However, keep in mind that we have a lot of software engineers, a lot of marketing people that are testing both pages all the time. And what we notice, just pragmatically in the end, when you put a long VSL across a shorter one, the average order value is gonna be lower if they don't have all the information. What does that mean? When you have 30, 40 minutes to explain all the important aspects of a consumer purchasing the product for 6 months, they're gonna get the 6th bottle, which means the average order value is gonna be better, and we afford to give you a higher CPA. So that's why we prefer the longer versions, because the average order value is always higher, and that's why we afford the CPAs. We actually have been testing, and I will share with you guys exclusively today, an offer where we tried a shorter VSL. It's like 20 minutes, and it's the first one in a really long time that's converting better than the long one. So I will share with you guys, but this is not, we always have to test. So usually the lender that we're going to share with you is the one that ultimately gets more customers. Even if you have a couple that complain on a VSL being maybe too long, we usually, do a lot of testing, and we'll share with you the ones that do best. However, if you ever need specifics that we can create for you, we always do this for our partners. If it's something very important to you and you assure us, like, guys, I really think I can get more traffic if you take this lender, if you add a button here for me, if you shorten the video. Or we had a few affiliate partners last month that convinced us to add just a pop-up, 5 minutes with after the video, basically saying, I don't want to watch further, I want to buy the product. And that was something that actually worked well for Facebook, and we did that for them. So, we're very flexible. If you're sure that something like that would work for you, we can give it a try. However, remember, we usually test everything very well, and the long ones usually convert better and get more customers.
Thank you for the explanation.
Of course.
Hey, Farhan, you got to catch up with Anna and get some lights.
I know. I need lights. I just have my room, and I have my light here. I have my little ball, my orb.
Oh.
But maybe I should hang it somewhere or something. I don't know. Or maybe I need to open my blinds. There we go.
I'm just playing.
No, you're right.
Lights.
I don't mean to look like I'm in a cave. I'm not in a cave, I promise.
No, you need Christmas lights.
Nancy asked, do they have the ability to start and stop and finish the VSL later? With some campaigns, or with most campaigns, yes, definitely. You can just, as long as they don't leave the campaign page, they can just click on the video and that pauses it, and they can start it again later. So yeah, definitely, there's always that ability on just about all of our VSLs, so that's not a problem. And Mazen, you said what are the typical ROAs other affiliates are seeing on your offers? Did you mean ROI, like return on investment maybe? Or do you know what ROA means, Anna? Average order value. I call them AOVs. Okay, sorry about that. Typical AOVs. Sure, ROI. So return on ad spend. Oh, there you go. Okay, so yeah, ROI, same thing. I mean, it depends on the campaign. Like I said, it varies, you know, depending on what you're doing on native. It varies on what you're doing on Facebook. On native, we actually see a higher ROI, just return on ad spend, just because it converts highest for us as a company, just because that's definitely what we kind of tailor a lot of our campaigns to. But again, it always depends on the offer. And you can always gauge that with EPCs and things like that. You're not going to spend as much on certain native networks as you would on other native networks. So, I mean, it all depends on deep diving and going into that offer fully. And I'm sure Anna she can probably go into that a little bit more detailed, but yeah, just always depends, really.
Yeah, so it's honestly, we have a lot of success. Our affiliates have a lot of success. That's why, you know, we were able to grow so much so quickly because, you know, we started maybe with 1,000 affiliates and it was enough for them to tell their friends, hey guys, I'm making money with MaxWeb, you should give it a try. It's as simple as that, right? So we have partners that do constantly, you know, $100 every day. Then you have the partners that do $1,000 every day, and it goes up to $50,000 a day. And I remember we had that interview in Entrepreneur a few months ago, and when I shared that a lot of affiliates are making $50,000 a day, you know, you got a lot of eyes rolled and like, that's BS, that's impossible, you know, in today's economy, how is that even possible? Well, it's possible. I mean, of course, these are affiliates that have been doing this for 15, 20 years. Your goal should not be that from day one. It's beautiful if you think about hitting that 1K a day. I mean, that's fantastic. You're already a super affiliate if you do 1K a day because your profits in a month are going to surpass 30K, which is already great. So the return on investment is usually what you can afford to spend, and also to make sure, and I cannot overly emphasize this enough, make sure you have a very good relationship with your account manager. Because we know what's working right now. We are going to be able to tell you specifically, make sure you run this offer is good, and we will never push an offer to you if we don't know it's going to convert well. Because again, our goal is not to, you know, to get a lot of clicks on specific offers. We don't care. I mean, we like product owners, but they are not our focus. Our affiliates are always our focus. So with that in mind, let me paste this here for you. If you are watching this, you might be newer with us, or maybe you've been with MaxWeb for a while and you're not sure who your account manager is. We created a beautiful way within your back office where you have the details. You're going to have the Skype, the email, and the picture of your account manager, so you can reach out to them anytime. And we genuinely love to help. We usually have Skype groups with more than just one account manager because of the time zones. So many times, you know, because Farhan is he's in Las Vegas, we'll get someone from Europe, many times Andra or Wana, and they'll be able to help with the hours to make sure that you get help. So if you want to take something from today's webinar, please check the facts page. That's very important on how to reach out to your account manager. Be very nice to them, and they'll tell you specifically what you need to run, what your spend should be and whatnot, because we want you to make money. Because in a few months, when we'll do a case study on how many of you made money, we want to make sure we have a lot of people to choose from.
Absolutely. And Mark asked, how about getting customer lists? Yeah, customer lists are essentially lookalike data. You've reached out to Metacore and they've been taking forever. I'm more than positive we already have lookalike data for Metacore. So you can just reach out to me on Skype, and right after this, I can shoot that over to you. I can have that to you immediately. So like I said, we always keep lookalike data customer lists for just about all of our campaigns. And if by some chance we don't have it for some campaign, we make sure we get it to you in the same day or next day at the very latest. So we make sure, we always have that on file. Eva, that was a great question. No problem. Eva, great question. Hi, what should we be expecting from MaxWeb in 2021 and from the marketing world in general? That is a great question. Like Anna always says, definitely always reach out to your affiliate manager. They're going to know the trends. They're going to know what's converting, what's hot right now. My job as an account manager, as an affiliate manager, is to keep up with the latest trends in the industry. As far as 2021, I would say, I'm sure Anna can agree with me, Native's making very, very large strides right now. There are, even just a year ago, email was getting hit by a lot of spam complaints, things like that. So people were getting their email list attacks. A lot of vendors were having to shut down their campaigns and offers just because of those spam complaints. Native is it's really safe as long as you have a good relationship with your account manager and the Native network, which we will, help facilitate for you. So I would say definitely Native's going to be on the rise next year. I actually wrote an article about this, which I can send to you as well. Be on the lookout for a lot of seasonal campaigns next year because, 2020, a lot of people are spending Christmas alone right now. So a lot of seasonal stuff next year, if the pandemic, gets released a little bit, or gets loosened up a little bit. A lot of seasonal stuff. A lot of people are going to be flying everywhere to spend time with their families. Even sports here in the U.S., sports aren't what they normally are this year. The championship game for the NBA barely had people there. Football games don't have people anywhere. So a lot of seasonal stuff next year is going to be, I'd say, pretty big. A lot bigger than normal just because we haven't all had the chance to enjoy that this year. So I'd be aware of that. Anna, do you have anything to add in?
Yeah, definitely. So I try, Farhan is doing such a good job with the webinars. My job is just to help. So that's why I try to be, not to jump in. That's how my personality is. But yes, of course I have something to add. So what we have in plan for 2021, we optimized a lot of the current offers and we are very busy creating new ones. So you're going to have a lot of offers to choose from. And another very important thing, we worked very hard the last year to create very good relationships with the product owners outside our small groups in the US, right? So basically what we want to offer all our affiliates. If you are running any offer on ClickBank or Digistore or Buy Goods or really any network, and you want that offer at a higher CPA, just let us know. Because now that we have worked so hard to create a really good relationship with the product owners, this is really what we have done this month. We onboarded, I think, 18 new offers, and a lot of them were offers that affiliates basically said to us, I'm running this offer on ClickBank, but I want to run that on CPA. Can you help me? We said, sure, because of the relationship we have with the product owners, they always give us a higher CPA than they would give you directly, because that's how the industry works. So that's something we want to continue in 2021. Basically, any offer that you like and you run, our job is to make sure we have really good relationship with the product owners. So then if you have an offer that you like and you want to run, we will offer it to you at a higher CPA or on CPA, because a lot of the offers on Digistore or ClickBank or Buy Goods are on RevShare, and we can easily get those for you on CPA. We also are going to open more countries on a lot of the offers because a lot of the offers were US only a year ago. And since then, we tried very hard, even with the pandemic, to offer more geographical areas. And a lot of the offers are now doing very well, not just in Canada, but UK, New Zealand, even Europe, even in countries where English is not the first language, we notice that helps with the conversions and also helps with your ad spend. So we will be offering more offers, more areas for you to run. We have direct relationship with all the native networks, and we're going to continue building on those. So if right now we have partnership with Ref Content and Outbrain and Taboola and MGID, if you work with any network that we don't know yet, please let us know. And it's our job to go and make sure we make them our BFFs and be able to get some cool perks that otherwise you wouldn't be able to get. So basically, we're going to leverage the reputation, and having, you know, reached the #1 CPA network in the US, we can now leverage that to get more goodies and stuff for you that you need. We're going to offer more SMS campaigns, more specific offers for search. We're going to be really careful to what you need, and we're going to make sure to offer that. And yeah, definitely more niches as well. So you guys noticed maybe a couple of years ago, we were specific on maybe 3-4 niches, and now we have more and more. We're also creating in-house a lot of more e-com offers, right? Just like the laser removal one. So we'll do our best to make sure you have the best offers and the best resources. So then when you do spend your money or your time, which is just as valuable, you will be profitable. MDAD ID. I'm going to share it again. If you scroll up, I shared Ala's ID there with you guys, and I'll share it again. Ala is our representative at MGAD. She's wonderful. All you have to say is, hey guys, hey Ala, I'm working with MaxWeb, and she'll take really good care of you. So I'm going to pass that. I also shared Stephanie's Skype. She's from Ref Content.
Stephanie's
so
great.
Just let me know if you need specific ones, and thank you. We love you guys too.
So yeah, just make sure you say you're from, like, you're coming to them from MaxWeb. That way, you know, they know to take care of you. We insist that they take care of all of our people, all of our affiliates, all of our family. And yeah, they might get back to you a bit faster. I mean, that's just how the industry works. A lot of this industry is relationships. So always say, you know, hey, I'm with MaxWeb. I'm coming to you with this question, things like that. Feel free, and yeah, always be nice to them because they do the most for us. So yeah, she shared that with you guys. Any other questions from anyone else? Happy to answer any and all. If you guys need a walkthrough on, you know, where to find your links or how to use your back office, I'm happy to share my screen and help out with that. Anything at all you guys may need, just let me know. We'll still stick around for a little bit, but as you know, it is a work day. As much as we'd like to hang out all day, this is really fun. Do have to get back.
Is there like a training tutorial for, you know, beginning affiliates on MaxWeb to kind of learn how, you know, what the best platform is to start advertising on as far as budget friendly and getting going?
We do have our Facebook IQ Academy, Anna, but as far as an overview,
honestly, we don't yet. We were staying away from that because we were afraid not to confuse people with us selling anything, because our whole thing was that it's free to be an affiliate with MaxWeb, which you guys know it is. So we were a bit afraid to create any type of courses that would kind of think people, okay, this is a scam. If I sign up, I'm gonna have to spend money. So honestly, no BS, that's the truth. We were staying away from creating any type of course because we don't want to ask for money from affiliates. However, we have a bunch of resources. Even the facts page, which I share with you guys here, it's incredibly easy. You even get pictures on how to go through the specific things. I'm going to share the blog page, which we spend a lot of time getting really, really good content on there that usually you would have to pay to get. Like even the last one on Instagram, I get a lot of help when I write the articles. I get help from people that are actually doing that. So it's not just me offering opinions. It's a lot of pragmatic things that you're going to find in the blogs. And while we don't have a course yet, we have been thinking to work on something like that with some of our super affiliates. However, again, the best way is for you to reach out to the account manager, and they're going to be the ones that are pretty much going to be able to share what offer you should be running and where. Because honestly, that's the biggest secret as an affiliate. What offer do I start with? I have so many options. I have no idea where to start. Well, pick a good offer, because if you're gonna, if you make one sale a day, you're already profitable enough to probably have this as your full-time job.
Definitely agree with Anna. Definitely want to reiterate and reemphasize the blog. I actually found a blog for you that Anna wrote probably quite a while ago. It's just how to find a profitable niche in affiliate marketing. And again, our blog is completely free. You don't need to pay anything to read these reviews or anything like that, or the blogs. A lot of great info in there. The best thing you can do, a lot of, like she said, a lot of things of like what you're asking for, the courses and whatnot. There's going to be a lot of places that offer them, but again, you're going to have to spend money, and we didn't want to, push those on you guys. Like, hey, yeah, you can do this course, which probably might work, but you're gonna have to spend $3 to $5 grand, which a lot of people don't have, especially right now during the pandemic. So I totally understand and back why we aren't, why we don't have courses on how to do yet, because everyone charges.
If you want to spend money on a course, we would be more than happy to tell you the ones that we saw that work. For example, for Facebook, Robbie Blanchard has a very good one, because I've seen a lot of Robbie's students that came to MaxWeb and they were very profitable. They made, they obviously made money for us, but also for themselves. So if you're thinking about Facebook, we don't have a course. However, I know Robbie's is good, and I can say that because a lot of his students are on MaxWeb today and they're making money. So, we can share stuff like that because we've seen it work. However, we really, that's the the caveat behind this. We don't want to offer something that will make you pay money out of your pocket, but we will be more than happy to share specific ones with you if you do want to take extra courses.
Very good. Is there a replay of this webinar or a Zoom call?
Yeah, I think you're muted, Far. Yes, we'll have the replay on YouTube. We'll have the replay on YouTube. And also I'm going to copy the entire, the conversation so we can share that with you. Just ask your account manager. If you're not sure how to find your account manager, I shared this a few times right here. So they can give you the copy of the entire conversation where you have the links and everything. And I want to take David's question on native. Well, for native, there's a really good, I think it's called Native Gurus. And the guy that created the Facebook group, his name is Joe Burton. He's a good friend, and he's actually making a lot of money with native. So the number one thing when you're looking for a course, make sure you're listening to people that actually made money with this, because there are so many courses from people that are not affiliates themselves. So it's going to be very hard for you to get advice from someone that's not actively running campaigns. It's called Native Gurus. Just type it in Facebook. Maybe if you don't get accepted right away, write a message and say, Anna mentioned the group on a MaxWeb webinar. So then they'll know you're an affiliate with MaxWeb and they'll give you access.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I was talking, but I was muted. It will be available, like Anna said. Sorry about that. Just reading a few more questions. Any last questions or anything like that? Any imperative questions? Hakan, to answer your question, Turkey is definitely a very niche place. I would recommend, trying to expand traffic to different regions, like Anna's mentioned, Canada, UK, Europe, US. We definitely have campaigns that allow you to promote in all of those regions. Specifically just in Turkey, that's definitely going to be a bit more tough, I would say. And we do have the what's it called, Anna? The no ship list as well, which is only due to the pandemic. There you go. Tonight, one ship to Turkey.
So we have supplements that ship to Turkey. We have supplements that ship to most of the countries, and you'll have customers and purchase there. However, you're not going to get that many. It's good to have. It doesn't matter where you're from. I mean, it's funny. We're a U.S. company, and a lot of our products are created in the U.S. However, our top 20 affiliates, super affiliates, are not in the U.S. They're in Canada, the UK, Latvia, Germany, Spain, Eastern Europe. So, you know, they are in completely different parts of the globe, but they can create ads that target US customers. So really, you can be anywhere on the globe. All you have to do is target the specific areas where people tend to shop more.
Yeah, definitely. I think he meant he was just promoting in Turkey. So yeah, what Anna said, it doesn't matter where you live, but I would promote outside of Turkey because there will be a lot less people there that will buy the product versus anywhere across the globe, like the US or Canada or things like that. So I completely agree. Any other questions from anyone? We've been around for about an hour, which has been great. It's been really fun. We need to do more of these. We'll try to do these at least once a month. We do have webinars that we also do every other week. And then Anna has her podcast that she does as well. I'm sure you guys have been seeing those. Those are all on Facebook, on our MaxWeb page. Thank you. Thanks so much. You guys definitely have to go check out those. Those are really informative too. For those of you that are just starting out, Anna does a lot of informative podcasts, and it's just giving you free info, which you would normally have to go to a conference to see and spend an exorbitant amount of money. So, I mean, in this industry, it's all about retaining info. And Anna's always pumping out info. I do my webinars once every other week. Again, we will be recording this so you can rewatch it. I threw in my Skype. I'll throw it in again. I'll throw in all of our Skypes just so that you have them. Ping me if you want a copy. Be happy to shoot you the YouTube link as soon as we're done. No problem there at all. Anything we can do to help you guys, we'd love to.
I want to do something really nice for everyone that actually took the time to be here with us today. So I asked the team to give me a specific URL. I don't know if you guys know this, we had a pretty private conference in August where we had a really good amount of speakers, and usually the replays were available only for 2 weeks after. So if you use the link that I'm going to share with you right now, there you go. You are going to have access to all those speeches. You do have Joe Burton, Emily, Zach, Robbie Blanchard, Haran from Outbrain. So all you have to do is just go to their specific name and press view session, and you can watch all those speeches for free, obviously. But I hope you find a lot of value out of them. I know a lot of affiliates did. So they're specific for native, for email, for Instagram. So I personally think you're gonna like those a lot. And this link you can use whenever it's created, so you guys can access it.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Anna. David's asked a couple more questions. I just sent my request for approval for Blood Pressure 911. Would I have to create any extra websites to promote this offer on native, or can you use the resources provided? You can absolutely use the resources provided, especially on native. The websites and whatnot are mainly for Google AdWords. When we want to see your websites there just to make sure they're approved and they're compliant. But for native, you can definitely use the resources provided. So, and you can ping me also on Skype, David. I can definitely help you get approved a bit faster. But I mean, we approve fast as well anyways. We always try to get within a couple hours. But go ahead and ping me on Skype with your MaxWeb email, and then I'll, shoot that to our development team, and we'll get that done for you ASAP. And William asked, is there a resource I can reference on what is working well for affiliates? Landing pages, blogs. Yeah, like Anna showed earlier, I'll add that really quickly again. There's the MaxWeb blog, which that just there's so much information in that. Anna, did you want to answer? I saw you wanted to answer.
Yeah. So, a lot of you guys are going to have specific questions after this. You're probably made a mental note that Blood Sugar Blaster is a good offer and you want to promote it. Please reach out to your account manager. I shared the specific how-to a few times. I mean, Farhan and I are happy to help, but your account manager is going to be the one that actually will get you in, you'll get your specific resources. It's going to be super easy for you guys to promote. So Farhan shared the Skypes of everyone there for you, but if you specifically want to know who your account manager is, just follow the steps here. You'll have the email, the Skype, and then we'll get you approved. Someone mentioned earlier they need a lookalike audience for Medicore, and the Medicore team took forever to get back to them. Well, we have it. We usually have anything that affiliates need. We're not just stuff that sounds good, right? We actually have everything you need. So you need a lookalike audience for Medicore. Please ping your account manager after this. Within 2 minutes, you'll have it and you can promote right away. And the same with any offer that you need approval on. It's going to be the fastest way, because otherwise, if you wait to get approval, our compliance team usually does the vetting every Tuesday and Friday. So it takes a bit, right? But if you have your account manager on Skype and you say, hey, I really need approval for this, within a few minutes, you'll be in and you'll have all the resources that you need.
Exactly. Very true. So definitely reach out to your account managers. It will take maybe 1 or 2 more questions. After that, we're going to go get back to work and help all of you guys, make more money with MaxWeb. And if there are no more questions, that's completely fine. Again, anyone that wants this meeting or webinar on video, I'll be uploading it right after this. So go ahead and ping me. Anna, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Always a pleasure having you on. And thanks to everyone that took the time out to come hang out with us, enjoy our little holiday party. I should have dressed up a bit more. Anna outdresses me as always.
I know. Like, come on. Like, I'm ready. That's how we do it. Yeah, look at Andra. There you go. I love it. That's the thing here.
I need to have an ugly sweater. I need to buy one.
Oh, this is not an ugly sweater. What are you saying?
No, that's not an ugly. They call them ugly sweaters. Like they have ugly sweater parties.
American. Oh my gosh. That's what you get for hiring so many Americans. It's just not. It's not. Oh, we have this internal joke, which is really not that big of a joke. Farhan knows this. Like, I always pick on Americans for being a bit lazy. And, obviously I have double citizenship, so I'm a proud American as well, but I was born and raised in Europe. But, I'm always like, okay, we need to work harder.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I can't say she's wrong. So.
This was really fun. I can't believe it's been an hour.
I know.
Fabian is like, yep. We love Americans, but they need to be a bit more pragmatic.
They do. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming and hanging out with us. Again, any other questions, just reach out to us on Skype. We're happy to help. Be best friends with your account manager. Anything you need, we're always here for you, pretty much 24 hours a day. Honestly, not kidding. I see Anna and the other team helping my affiliates. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and I'll be like, oh, they're helping them. I'll go back to sleep. So happens all the time. Thanks so much, and we will chat with you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Thank you.